You lost your way a little bit, so I try to remind them why they signed up and that they work for the people. I understand it may be a dangerous job, but
I've got a very short list of people that I can talk to.
Tonight's videos take us from the streets of New York to Reynoldsburg, Ohio, where ordinary citizens with cameras sparked uncomfortable questions police and businesses didn't want to answer. One officer crossed the line with physical contact, while another department was forced to admit that filming in public is perfectly legal. Big respect to the original creators for documenting these encounters and helping educate the public about constitutional rights and accountability. Make sure to subscribe to their channels, links are in the description, and tell them ID Refusal Cops sent you because we stand for civil liberties. Now the real question is, would you give up your rights under pressure? Stay tuned, you're definitely going to have strong opinions about these videos.
He just wants something to put on YouTube, something that's going to get a million views or something.
Yeah. I've got a very short list of people that I can talk to. That's a short gal in the Santa Claus guy.
Hello.
I can barely hear you.
Do you mind if I ask why you're taking a picture?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Do you mind if I ask why you're taking a picture of the bank?
Oh, you can ask. I definitely can't tell you, though. I'm sorry. I can't tell you why.
But we need to know.
Oh, yikes. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of things I need to know, but winning lottery numbers, that'd be fantastic. But unfortunately, no, I cannot tell you why.
And you're recording us too.
I am definitely recording you. I've got a very, very short list of people that I can talk to about this. I mean, let me check the list. Hold on a second. Maybe I can. I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. Are you the manager here by chance? What's your name?
Assistant manager.
What's that?
I'm the assistant manager here.
What was your name?
Who name you want? I have a couple of managers.
Well, I've got a very short list of people that I can talk to.
Tell me the name.
I definitely can't tell you the names on the list. If you're on the list and you tell me what your name is, then I can tell you, oh yeah, I can talk with you. Otherwise, yeah, I can't talk.
If you can't trust me, I cannot trust you either. So.
Well, there you go. There you go. All right.
The moment an officer makes physical contact without clear legal justification, the encounter changes completely. Under the Fourth Amendment, police need reasonable suspicion before escalating a consensual interaction into a detention. Notice how the auditor never threatens, runs, or interferes. He simply questions why he is being touched. That distinction matters in constitutional law. Many civil rights lawsuits begin with moments exactly like this.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, I'll be out here for a while. Yeah. I can't hear you out here. What's that?
I said, you're taking our picture? My picture?
Yes, yes I am. I'll make you famous. No, yeah, I am, but I don't think I'll make you famous.
What are you taking pictures?
Can't tell you. I got a very short list of people I can talk to about this, and I mean, I don't know are you like a bank manager by chance?
Oh, no, I own fireplace business.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I've got a very short list of people I can talk to about it, and
okay.
I don't think any of these folks in here actually on the list. So,
What's there to talk about?
yeah, nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. It's a nice little town.
Won't there. He's on the sidewalk. Not even in contact with the bank. Hello, how are you?
We're good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Heard you've had some fun today.
Sure.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
We're just a little concerned with this guy out here.
Okay.
He keeps videotaping our customers and all that stuff, and we've been advised to not confront him about anything, but he didn't ask our permission to record us. Like, I get that we're in a business and things like that. We understand that. But at the same time, like, it's closing time. He could be casing us, and we don't know that.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. Unfortunately, today, I think he's just going business to business to try to do this because he was at the police department earlier. He's staying on the sidewalk. He's taking pictures that direction. I mean, he can take pictures and videos of whatever he wants on public property. It's not a crime or anything like that. I get the concern, closing time and everything. What time do you
5.
close up at 5? Okay. We'll try to stick around in the area. We're not going to bother him right now because he's not committing any laws. We're not breaking any laws just by doing what he's doing. But we'll stick around the area till 5 o'clock just to make sure everything's all good.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything to be worried about. I think he's trying to get us
No, I'm not
to do
worried.
something.
I'm not worried about it either. That's not the point.
Yep, I
You
get
know
it.
what I mean?
I understand.
Like, we're a bank. We're taught to be alert about these things. We've already talked to our security officer, and he's like, well, you know, we have civil rights too. So, what's his name? What's his information?
Sure.
Because I sent 2 of them out there to talk to them because they work here. I'm just from our corporate office. So, and he was like, I'm not giving you my name. What's your name? And they're like, we're not going to give you our name either. So, I get it.
Yep. He just wants something to put on YouTube. Something that's going to get a million views or something.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
1 through 186. Hey, they just want us to stick around until closing time. Just make sure he's not casing the place or anything like that. I don't think any laws have been broken here, but he's been on the sidewalk the whole time. All right, I'm going to be parked over here.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
What are you doing today? Oh, just taking some pictures and video.
For what?
Nothing exciting.
For what? Yes.
Thanks. Well, first of all, can we get a little space between you and I? Can't tell you. But thank you for asking.
Good. What?
I said, I can't tell you, but thank you for asking.
Why can't you tell me?
Because I choose not to. I have a very short list of people I can talk to about what I'm doing. I cannot fathom the possibility that you are on that list.
Okay. Well, you're just making people extremely uncomfortable.
I'm not worried about it either. That's not the point.
They make me uncomfortable.
Then leave.
Officers were told that if they don't like things, to leave.
Yeah, I choose to stay.
Okay. Well, you're choosing to be uncomfortable. That's fine.
Yeah, so are they.
They work there.
Well, they came out here and talked to me on the sidewalk. I mean,
You're making them uncomfortable in their place of business.
I know why. They got multiple cameras here. It's weird.
So why do you need one?
What's that?
So why do you need one?
Why do I need one?
Yeah.
My personal security.
Of what? Do you have an invested interest in the business?
In the bank?
Yep.
I couldn't tell you that.
So you have no vested interest in being here.
Oh, I said I
Besides
couldn't.
to make people feel uncomfortable.
No, I said I couldn't tell you that
Why?
because I choose not to.
Okay.
I mean, quite frankly, I
If they
could.
make you uncomfortable and you don't have any vested interest in here, then why not just leave?
Because I choose not to. But thank you for asking.
Choose to be uncomfortable.
I choose to stand on a public sidewalk taking photos and videos.
I just said if you're uncomfortable, then just leave.
No, I'm uncomfortable when they come out and demand answers of me on a public sidewalk. That's weird.
What's weird is just randomly film a bank.
What's
I
weird?
can't say that this is an ordinary.
What is weird to you is a daily occurrence for me.
All right, well, I'm gonna hang out with you until they close.
I can't blame you. They get off at 5 and they're paranoid. Sure, nothing wrong with that.
Do you know? Are you casing their schedules?
Am I casing their schedules? I gotta ask you. Let's just go with a best case scenario on that. Let's just say I was a bank robber and that's what I was doing. I was casing the place to see what the schedules are. Do you really think I'd be dumb enough to tell you that?
Yeah, some people are.
That's astounding. Yeah, I choose not to talk to the police, but thank you for asking.
They just want us to hang out just to make sure he's not going to rob the place till 5.
Yeah, we all hang out. Hey, question for you. You guys are Reynoldsburg. Wait a second. Reynoldsburg police. Now I gotta ask. Are you guys you're not one of the ones that tipped him off about the working conditions here, are you? In the Reynoldsburg Police Department, there was a big old news story back in December about a bunch of Reynoldsburg cops said that they were working in a hostile work environment. I don't know if it was like the female deputy chief that was sexually harassing people. I don't know what the story was. I'm just curious. Are you able to talk off camera if I like blur your face and disguise your voice as to if the harassment and the hostile working conditions of the of the Reynoldsburg Police Department is any better now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. You gotta know. Have you worked for the Reynoldsburg Police Department for longer than like a year?
You can do a public records request and figure that out.
Definitely will. Definitely will. So you don't know what I'm talking about. Interesting. Yeah. Last December, big old story about the Reynoldsburg Police Department. A bunch of officers complaining about hostile work conditions and all that. So, I mean, if you're gonna stick around for a while, you may as well chat about that.
Chat about what?
So you don't want to talk about that?
Talk about
You
what?
don't know anything about it? That's crazy. I can't imagine you haven't heard about it. The big thing is in the news.
Whatever you said wasn't in the news.
Well, all right. Yeah, it was all over the news. Hostile work conditions in the Reynoldsburg Police Department.
This is where the conversation becomes bigger than one street encounter. The auditor argues that some officers prioritize officer safety over constitutional freedoms, a debate deeply connected to modern policing in America. Under the First Amendment, citizens have the protected right to record police performing duties in public. Courts across multiple federal circuits have repeatedly affirmed this right. The real tension begins when lawful filming is treated like suspicious behavior.
Burst into song with a George Strait song. Sing a song about the heartland. I am not a professional singer. Hey, for what it's worth, and I don't know if Heartland Bank got any of this money, but for what it's worth, it made me really uncomfortable when the United States government bailed out the banks to the tune of $500 million. That made me uncomfortable. I don't know who Marley is, I'm afraid.
Are you here to do some work?
I'm here doing some work, but I don't know who Marley is.
She's our facilities person.
Gotcha.
Essentially, I'm just getting at, are you someone here to do some work to the branch, and you're doing some photography just to get a sense as to what you're doing?
No, that is not the case.
One of those First Amendment auditor people?
I'm not even sure what that is.
Neither am I.
No, I have a very short list of people I'm allowed to discuss why I'm here and who I am. I doubt that you're on it, but what's the name of the manager here, you know?
Lisa.
She might be on it. I haven't checked the list. I've got a very short list of people I can talk to about what I'm doing here, and I don't recall the name Lisa being on the list. So I go where the lawyers tell me to go.
You go where the lawyers tell you to go. Okay. Well, you're on a public sidewalk, so you're good to go. You obviously know what you're doing.
Yeah, I tell them, don't worry about it. If anybody in there is worried about me, say, he's harmless. That sidewalk just ends, isn't it? It just ends right there.
It just ends right there.
I read the book once I was a kid, you know, where the sidewalk ends.
Yeah. Well, you got plenty of sidewalk up until then now.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't raining, but it is what it is. Yeah. Tell them no worries. No worries.
All right.
The first video showed a rare moment, a calm conversation about rights, respect, and accountability. But in Reynoldsburg, Ohio, the camera alone was enough to trigger panic, suspicion, and calls for police intervention. What happens when businesses demand answers from someone legally standing on a public sidewalk?
I guess it might be police.
For what crime or violation?
Is that a non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
Investigate. You should investigate it before you make contact.
Let's see. No, I can look at it and ask
Go ahead.
questions.
Investigate.
And I see your stuff on YouTube all the time.
Thank you. I
My man.
appreciate it.
Great.
God bless you.
Yeah. You got some of them. You're pretty quick.
All
with
the
that
time.
stuff.
Because they forget to investigate. They run on power and ego.
Watch the shift here carefully. The officer acknowledges that filming from a public sidewalk is not a crime, even if it makes people uncomfortable. Under the First Amendment, courts have repeatedly protected the right to record in publicly accessible areas. The key detail is that the auditor remains on public property and does not interfere with business operations. Suspicion alone is not enough to demand identification or force someone to stop recording.
But you know what though? You're slick there. She covered the label.
If you look, you'll see
Can I
it.
ask you an honest question?
Go ahead.
Pays well?
What pays well?
YouTube, being a YouTuber like that.
I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to make better cops, to remind cops that they're held to a higher standard, and that they work for the public and that they should treat the public with respect. I record the biggest police force in the nation. NYPD has the most cops. We're the biggest city, and a lot of cops they join for the wrong reason, and you can tell. So I try to educate them, try to stem on de-escalation, how to investigate properly.
You ever thought of reaching out and doing a training or becoming one or something?
It's hard. It's hard in this big city, you know. I mean,
cuts, bro.
I don't want to be a cop. I don't believe in the culture. I won't last long.
Why not?
Well, we're technically we're all supposed to be on the same side, the side of the Constitution, the side of rights and freedom. But some, you know, like I try to give officers the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe you did join for the right reasons. Maybe you have integrity, and somehow along the way you lost your way a little bit. So I try to remind them why they signed up and that they work for the people. I understand it may be a dangerous job, but you know it's noble. You took the job noble. You know that you can get hurt, but there's a lot of cops that put police safety over public safety, and they have that attitude that it's them versus the citizens when in fact it's not. You're supposed to be bridging the gap and building a rapport with the community. I'm supposed to feel safe.
This moment exposes a major misconception in many police encounters. The auditor points out that suspicious behavior alone does not automatically create probable cause. Under the Fourth Amendment, officers need specific and articulable facts connecting someone to criminal activity before escalating a detention. His sarcastic response highlights the weakness of assumptions based purely on photography. In constitutional law, lawful behavior cannot become suspicious simply because it makes others nervous.
To photograph you and video you in public. My rights are supposed to be protected in front of you.
But nobody takes those rights away from you. Well,
you see my work, then you should know.
That's why I stopped.
Right. I've gotten violated so many times, and I'm the nicest one in New York.
Yeah, I've seen your stuff.
I'm like the most cordial. You give me respect, I give you respect. Now you start violating, then I gotta stand up for myself.
In those videos.
Sometimes I do. Like when I go live, I'll show my face.
You know what gave it away? The beer gave it away.
Yeah.
Because that's like, yo, restrict the Corona.
Yeah.
Is that the only one that?
No, I just found an IPA that's non-alcoholic. I love, because when I used to drink IPAs because it gets me fucked up fast. You know what I mean? So I found an IPA, so I just drink it for the taste. You know?
That's so good. And I heard your voice so good.
Yeah, I just celebrated 10 years clean, so yeah. Dude, I can't say where I go because of money, property, and prestige, but if you know, you know. You know, I'm in a fellowship of other recovering addicts.
Just,
you know,
keep your head in the game and
one day at a time, brother.
One day at a time.
That's it.
It's a tough road, man.
Yeah.
Two different cities, two different encounters, but the same question echoed through both videos. What happens when ordinary citizens know their rights better than the people confronting them? One man challenged unnecessary physical contact. Another stood on a public sidewalk and refused to surrender his freedom simply because someone felt uncomfortable. No screaming, no violence, just cameras, calm pressure, and constitutional rights being exercised in real time. That's what this channel is about. Because in America, freedom is not something you ask permission to use. If you've ever been illegally questioned, pressured for ID, or treated like a suspect for exercising your rights, leave your story in the comments below. Your experience matters, and it might help someone else understand their rights before it's too late. Like the video, subscribe, stay informed. This is ID Refusal Cops, where knowledge is protection, calm is power, and the Constitution still matters.